Joining us right now on the line, Canadian young star on the rise for TFC, Ashtone Morgan. Ashtone, welcome, my friend.
How you doing? How you doing?
I'm good, Ashtone. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule to join us tonight, Ashtone. Let's go back to last year, Ashtone. I've been to a number of TFC games last year, and walking and seeing you leaving that dressing room dejected and your confidence shot. And then this year, playing lights out, solid, with confidence, with a real swagger. What changed in the offseason for you, Ashtone? Because a lot of people, myself included, were really, disheartened and hurt the way you were treated last year. Talk about it.
Definitely, I just kind of try to rebuild myself through the off season. Whether that was just working on, some of my qualities and my individual skills, and just getting mentally fresh. And I feel that was a big thing. I have to thank, my dad and a lot of my close family, my football family that helped me get through that process. And I felt like I came into the season really fresh and ready to go.
You came also mentally fresh and mentally ready under new head coach Greg Vanney. He's believed in you, Ashtone. You could see he's giving you more and more responsibility. You could see your teammates are comfortable with you back there, knowing that if a mistake happens, that you're there with that blazing speed and that heart and desire and passion you have to cover up. Talk about that.
Definitely, I felt like, the coaching staff this year has given me, the most confidence, and with my teammates as well. And it's very appreciated, and I felt like it's also helped me give me that little push and a little more extra to, to get into my own zone, into my groove, and to help my team out.
Ashtone, a lot of pressure going into this season, a lot of pressure now with the bulk of your games on home field. The first home loss against Houston went down not the way you and your teammates would have wanted. How important is it that things get rectified right away on home field against the Portland Timbers to get the crowd behind you and to also make sure that the rest of the league knows that you guys are not going to be pushovers this year?
Yeah, definitely. We want to just impose ourselves early in the match, get the fans on our side, and play our football, and hopefully get Portland to adjust to us, and we just dominate the game from there.
Ashtone, I've said this time and time again, to me, a leader is a guy like Michael Bradley and Shirou. These guys, to me, are leaders on and off the pitch. They'll go through a brick wall for their teammates. They'll never stop a full 90 minutes plus. How great is it to have guys like Michael Bradley, Shirou, right there with you?
They're great leaders, experienced players, and when you see them fight and play in front of you day in, day out, it just gives you that extra determination, that extra drive, that extra energy, to help the team out and impose yourself on the team, and to help show your qualities. And I feel that they have been having a positive vibe throughout the whole squad thus far through the season.
How about the Italian stallion, my buddy there, Giovinco? Have you seen anything like it since you've been in MLS? Some of the goals and some of the set pieces he's had early on this season? Yeah,
definitely. He's a tremendous player, fantastic quality, and I keep hoping that, keeps putting the ball in the back of the net for us, and he's been a great player for us and for the league this year so far.
Ashtone, you could see Josie, you could see Giovinco, Michael, Shirou, a lot of the guys on your team, they have that look in their face of determination. You could see after loss it wears on them. You could see that they're perfectionists, that they understand the responsibility in playing in Toronto. You know this area. You grew up in this area. You understand the passion that these fans have to get into the playoffs. Does the team realize how important it is this season for them to get into the playoffs?
Definitely. I feel the team, especially now, knows the standard that we have to play with each and every game, and the bar is high in Toronto. Whether it's soccer, hockey, basketball, football, it's definitely a high standard in the city, and I feel that we're ready for this opportunity, and to show the fans in the city that we're a serious team, and we want to get the job done for ourselves and for the fans.
It had to be amazing when you went down to Orlando and you saw Kaká there, and you could see to yourself, wow, I'm playing with a World Cup all-star, a Hall of Famer, a guy that so many little kids still today adore.
Yeah, definitely. It was a great feeling to play against Kaká. When I was younger, I still look up to him when I was younger as well. And it's just great for, MLS as a whole, for a player like with that kind of quality to be part of something special in this league, in the MLS.
And the league is growing in leaps and bounds, Ashton. You're seeing Minnesota now with an expansion team, Atlanta coming soon. You hear about the second LA team, possibly Miami. I mean, this is great for the game in North America that now world stars want to come here, like Jovinko, Kaká, on and on. Players want to come here. How great is that for the Canadian kid now to possibly have a dream to play in MLS and play with some of the world stars?
It's great. It's also another opportunity for Canadians to get into the MLS and get to be a professional. It's another opportunity for young aspiring Canadians to have these dreams to be a professional, and they're approachable and they're achievable, these dreams. So I'm just happy that as more and more teams come to the MLS, there's more and more opportunities for young Canadian talents.
Well, I'm as happy as many Canadian soccer fans are to see the way you've turned around your season, to see the way you're playing. Gold Cup coming up. World Cup qualifiers coming up, Ashton, for 2018 Russia. A lot of people have already penciled you in the starting lineup. Benito Floro has talked about the way you have really turned around your season. This is going to be a real important time for Canadian soccer, Ashton. Talk about not only the Gold Cup, but the World Cup qualifiers coming and how important it is for this country.
Definitely. It's a great feeling to represent your country, whether it's the World Cup, Gold Cup, or even World Cup qualifiers. And I feel it's just, we get to turn the ball around because of our last run around with the World Cup qualifiers. Now we get to go at it again and put Canada on the map, and especially to be a lot of young talents, hopefully getting a run this year, and I'm excited for it.
Ashton, just before we let you go, I always like you to give some tips out there to the young kids that want to live the dream like Ashtone Morgan is living now. And also to the parents, Ashton. You talked about your family, how important you are. I got to tell you, I'm getting ready after the show to drive my son to a game tonight. A lot of times, to my fault, Ashton, after the game, I try to overanalyze it. But I stopped many weeks back, and I said, that's enough. He's got to live and learn on his own. Give some advice to the parents first, and then to the kids, Ashton.
Definitely for the parents, just be there as their support system, because when things are going great, they need you as much as when things are going bad. And I feel nothing beats the parents, and then they're the biggest support system a young professional and a young aspiring, athlete himself could have. And for the young aspiring youth, I feel they need to keep grinding, keep working hard and keep trying to get better each and every day, and ask themselves, did I get better today? And just keep working hard.
Ashton, you're a class act, you're a beauty, and a lot of us are pulling for you out there, and we've got a big smile on our face the way you have performed this season, and hopefully it will transfer over to Canada and get us into the World Cup in 2018 for Russia. Good luck against the Timbers on the weekend, and good luck for Canada as well. Thanks for making time out of your busy schedule, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
Pleasure's all mine. Ashtone Morgan, proud Canadian, proud Toronto FC player. I got to tell you, I just love the way he's played this season from beginning to now, and the way he's turned it around. I used to come out of the locker rooms after the interviews last year, and I would see a dejected, down Ashtone Morgan. And this year, I see a happy, confident Ashtone Morgan. And he's turned it around. And this is what it's all about. The guy's got blazing speed, heart of a lion, and he will go through a brick wall for his teammates. And you could see the confidence. You could see the, Jovinko and Bradley, when they're looking there behind him, Morgan's there, they're comfortable. This is what it's all about.